Welcome in, YouTube, to part 1 of Morrighan's adventures through Stormblood. We're going back a couple expansions. This is part 1 of the Hildibrand questline. It's probably going to be at least a 3-parter, maybe even a 4-parter. Just judging by how long it took me to record this section and how many quests we still have left. We still have 6 quests and we only did 3 of them so far. So probably another 2 to 3 parts. Anyway, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below and let me know what you're thinking of these videos and how well you're enjoying them. And that you can catch me on Twitch at twitch.tv/CalebGamesHere, where I stream Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, starting between 9 and 10 a.m. Pacific time. I love you, YouTube. Let's get on over to gameplay. Alright, so we got the conspicuously inconspicuous man. Nashu goes east. Hey, you're Eorzean, right? An adventurer, maybe? Good at killing and whatnot? Me? Oh, I'm no good. I mean, other than the occasional rat, but I've got a job for you, if you're interested. So there's this Makote girl, this incredible, beautiful, wonderful girl, in this tavern, right? Come all the way from Eorzea, like you and me. So beautiful, this girl. So beautiful. But in this weird, strange place where people are bowing all the time and getting on the ground and tucking their legs under them, a young girl traveling by herself is in danger. Some bad people could trick her and take her and make her do, you know, things. Anyway, get in there and keep her safe. I'll be watching. Okay. He's not conspicuous at all. He's inconspicuous. Oh, it's Gyoto. Oh, it's Gyoto. I have seen this gentlemanly Eorzean you seek, yes. And I should be glad to take you to him, if you like. You are ever so kind and helpful, Mr. Talking Cat. Catfish, to be precise. Though I care not for the Eorzean. I am Gyoto, a Namazu, and the services I provide are not free, I am sorry to say, nor are they cheap. Are you sure you can afford to pay? Oh dear, I spent my last skill on the fare to Kugane. Is there any other way I can convince you to help? That's when I show up. Core! If it isn't Morrighan, don't tell me you came all this way just to help little old me. Well, kinda. You see, when Inspector Hildibrand took to the skies, I said, Nashu, you'd better not let him get away this time, and immediately began looking for ways to head as far, far east as I could. And you can't get much further east than the Far East, right? I was worried I wouldn't be able to find him, but wouldn't you know it, Gyoza, the talking Numa here, says he knows where he is. Careful. This one knows our game. Escaping her wrath is going to take all our skills. I say, there is no need for such menacing glares. None whatsoever. 1,000 pardons, my lady, but I had no idea you were traveling with such esteemed company. Forget everything I said regarding the fee. Now, if you will excuse me, I have a pressing engagement. Very pressing indeed. Wait, you haven't told me where the inspector is yet. Huh? Little Gyoza was trying to swindle me? Oh, Nashu, you ought to know better than to trust a talking cat. You're a talking cat. I asked lots and lots of other people if they'd seen a gentlemanly Eorzean, but none of them were any help. Oh, Inspector Hildibrand, wherever could you be? Stuck in the ground or in the side of the building, like as not, keep an eye out for legs. Yes, he does have a habit of landing head first, doesn't he? Hopefully we won't need Lord Godbert's help to pull him out again. Ah, that's it. If the inspector's always on the hunt for a case, then all we've got to do is find the biggest, juiciest one we can and wait for him to appear. Let's go and see what trouble we can turn up, eh? This way! Oh, we gotta go talk to Cusin. Should be like 2 other people we have to talk to here. Oh no, there's one, like, there's other areas to go, okay. Unsolved crimes, huh? It so happens that a number of properties owned by wealthy merchants have been pillaged this past fortnight. Master Akabono's shop in the Rakuza district was the most recent, as I recall, but you may be assured that the Sekisugumi will track down the thief in due time. Conspicuously inconspicuous man again! Alright, you've got me, Miss Samurai. But before you do anything rash like arrest or torture or chop me into tiny little bits with that sword of yours, know that I never touched her. I mean, I never even had the chance. I'm sorry. Oh, you're that Aeosian adventurer. I thought you looked familiar. Whew. Whew. For a moment there I thought I was done for. Those Sekisugimi do not mess about. I'll cut first and ask questions later, you know? No romance in their hearts. They wouldn't understand. Buddy, you're a stalker. There's not a whole lot to understand here. So it's not just big crimes, it's not just crimes, but big, incredible crimes you want to know about? Incidents the likes of which send ripples through time and space, through fate and destiny. It was 5 years ago. Or maybe it was last week. I'm not so good with time lately. Anyway, there I was, walking Uldah's bustling streets when the sea parts and my eyes meet with those of a maiden most fair, and she stole my heart. It was like 2 grains of sand in the desert looking at each other, and one of those grains knowing that it was destined to spend the rest of its life with the other grain because she had this whole sultry scribe thing that made him so... ugh. Buddy, chill. Ever since that day, I've watched her from afar. A silent guardian, a humble protector. Some might think me mad or call me a coward for refusing to speak with her, but they are fools. Fools, I say! True love is not the product of clumsy banter, but careful study. Years and years of observation, of obsession, until you know her better than she knows herself. What was that, Morrighan? Perhaps when the time is right I shall reveal myself to her, but until that blessed day I shall aid her from the shadows, and you, my friend, will aid her in the light. So now we're an accomplice to a stalker, huh? Okay. Dastardly doings and purported instances of criminal behavior. This is Kugane, my dear. We've no shortage of that here. But since you ask, the story on everyone's lips at the Bokaisen these days is that of the wealthiest among us, and how they are being preyed upon by some sneak thief. Perhaps they should invest in better locks. I mean, where's the lie? Better locks would help. Alright, Nashu. What do we got? Oh, there you are. Learn anything interesting? A skilled thief seems to be targeting wealthy merchants. A creepy little bastard who followed you to Kugane says he's been stalking you for 5 years. Oh, well, you're having me on. As if I wouldn't notice. Be serious now. Okay, I tried to warn her. I tried to warn her. Let it not be said that I didn't warn her. I tried. A series of robberies committed by a mysterious thief. Oh, that's just the thing. Well done, Morrighan. Our next order of business should be to track down this Akabono and ask him about the latest incident. I don't think his name was Akabono. Was it? He certainly looks like a well-to-do merchant. That fiend. That despicable rapscallion. The nerve of him to make a mock of us. My thanks to you, Master Akabono. For all your help, I swear to you on my honor that this sneak thief shall be brought to justice forthwith. And with that, I bid you good day. Ah, so it is Akabono. Sorry. I dropped my controller. Let's go and ask him about the robbery. His mustache is interesting. Ah! There goes, what's his bucket in the background? Forgive me, my lady. In my haste, I did not see you. Are you all right? Shall I summon a healer? Don't worry. I've taken bigger knocks to the noggin than that. Hey, you aren't one of them samurai, are you? Shy girl. At your service, my lady. You have my sincerest apologies for the incident. Much as I would like to make amends for my reckless behavior, I fear duty compels me to take my leave. A nefarious criminal is at large and I must bring him to justice. Oh, that's all we need. Competition. Well, I'm sure Inspector Hildibrand and his faithful assistants won't lose to the likes of him. That merchant must know something important for Shigure to go running off like that. Let's find out what it is. I mean the one with a clearly fake mustache? Greetings and salutations, Master Akabono. My name is Nashu, Agent of Inquiries, Extraordinary Inspector. And this is Morrighan, who's also got a knack for it. Can you tell us about the recent robbery? Ah, inspectors. I had heard rumors that one such as you were come from the west. You seem an honest sort, so I will oblige your request. This very morning, one of my assistants found my establishment unlocked, and when he went inside to investigate, he discovered that my most prized possession had been stolen. To make matters worse, in their place he found this message. You have been robbed by the Kugane Wolf Burglar. Wolf Burglar? Surely you've heard about his recent exploits. Similar calling cards were found at the scenes of the other robberies. And now I too have become a victim. A series of robberies committed by a thief with a calling card. Well, there's no way Inspector Hildibrand's going to be able to resist the lure of this case. I thought the two of you were inspectors. But it makes no difference to me who catches the criminal, and since the Sekasugimi seem to be at a loss, you will be generously rewarded for any information that leads to the recovery of my stolen property. I wish you well in your investigation. We appreciate the well wishes. Boom, boom. All we've got to do now is stick with this case, and we'll be reunited with Inspector Hildibrand. I just know it. Call it my keen inspector's assistant sense. Anyway, I'm going to try and learn more about the other robberies. If you learn anything interesting, come and find me. Interesting. Nashu Maharaka is on the case. Look out, Mr. Wolf Burglar. Your days of wolf burglaring are numbered. Interesting. Cause Inspector Hildibrand. Huh? Is that a... It's Inspector Hildibrand. Hey, Inspector, stop messing about and join us. I think she said, hey, is that a green chicken? Or a green-colored bird? Gentleman hero. Hildibrand. Core, it's been too long since I've had a chance to whip up a batch of Nashu's delights. You can be sure I'll be putting these little darlings to good use next time. Oh, bugger. Good thing I've got plenty more stashed away. Yoda's being creepy. And there's Godbert. Okay. I don't know what to make of that scene. It was interesting, to be sure. Alright. Well, well, well! If it isn't Morrighan! Looking bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Have I got news for you? So I've been asking about the Wolf Burglar fellow. The one that left that cheeky note claiming credit, you remember? And it seems he's not quite as sneaky as he thinks he is. Oh, he's robbed plenty of rich merchants blind, I'll grant you that. No doubting it was him either. Never fails to leave a calling card, this one. Too proud to leave people wondering for even a moment. But folks have laid eyes on him more than a few times. In fact, after talking to all the eyewitnesses, I had enough information to try and sketch a picture of the devil himself. Well, it's, not bad for a self-trained artiste, wouldn't you say? Don't see how this helps us, honestly. I'm just gonna stay quiet. Not hearing a lot of support for the sketch. Right then, back to the drawing board. The metaphorical one, that is. Let's you and me seek out and question the rich and famous, the sort of folks the burglar's been targeting, and see if we can't learn something new. I'll head to Kogane Dori, and you can check out the tea house and the hostelry. I say, the Kogane Wolf Burglar, must you sully my ears with that rapscallion's name as I attempt to take a moment to relax and take in the fresh air. Ah, it's no use. The moment is ruined. I too fell victim to the wolf's villainy like so many others. Oh, if you had seen the vase before he took it. Gah! If there was any justice in this world, he would be paraded through the streets and boiled alive in Tinkanto. Damn. That's aggressive. Alright, we're looking for a blue check mark. There it is. It's like perfectly hidden behind that for a while. Ah, that famous thief. I know of him. For mercy, he has not seen fit to trouble those of lesser means like me and my associates. Perhaps you thought me wealthy because I patronize the tea house. On the contrary, this is my sole indulgence. Were I a stronger man, I would forego it. But alas, the heart will not be denied. Too long it has been since I shared a pipe with an... How fortunate I... You've no desire for smoke, only talk of the Wolf Burglar, I see. I have no personal experience on which to draw, so I doubt it can be of much assistance. What I know is known to all, but if you insist, he is a lone wolf without comrades, and despite their best efforts, the Sekisugimi has no leads. Some say this has emboldened the man. Each theft is more brazen than the last. He has even been witnessed practicing his trade in broad daylight, if you can believe it. That is the extent of my knowledge now. If you will not favor me with tales of your own, I ask that you leave me and me to my pipe. It's far less demanding company. Alright. I don't think I'm that demanding. Alright, and there's Nashu. Oh, here you are. Dig up any interesting tidbits? Well, maybe a few. So he's getting bolder by the day, is he? Well, if there's anything I've learned from following the inspector around, it's that overconfidence is liable to get you smacked upside the head by your mom and her magic frying pan. That said, we'd have a better chance of catching this wolf if we knew who he was eyeing next. Let's follow the guy who just ran past us. Gah! Oh, he runs into the stalker, eh? 1,000 pardons, young sir. I did not mean to trample you underfoot. Are you all right? Okay. Had his perfect opportunity to be less of a creepy stalker, but no. Hey, aren't you the samurai I bumped into the other day? Shiggy something, was it? Oh, we meet again, my lady. I say, you must think me in the habit of trampling my fellow pedestrians. Let me assure you, nothing could be further from the truth. I was simply preoccupied with thoughts of my investigation. That's right, you were after the Wolf Burglar too. Got any leads? As a matter of fact, I do. I but recently learned of a private auction in which many foreign wares are to be featured. While such auctions are not uncommon in Kugane, it has been some time since the wolf last struck, and there are rumors that this auction may include particularly extraordinary items. Much as I would love to converse with you at great length, I really must be going. Until we meet again. Wait, Mr. Shiggy, sir, can we come too? To the auction? If you like, but I very much doubt you will be able to afford any of the items to be sold. Oh, don't you worry about that. Morrighan here's got enough money to buy and sell you 1,000 times over. Yeah, I'm just as shocked. Yeah, very good. Then by all means, come with me. Calm down, I didn't mean it. This venue has been reserved for the private auction. The guests should be arriving any moment. I remember you. Master Akabona, was it? Well, if it isn't the inspectors, I did not know you would be joining us. I presume you are come to keep watch out for the wolf, but should you see anything you like, know that we have money changers on hand to assist those who wish to spend foreign currency. I must warn you, however, that should we desire the same item, I am not wont to surrender without a fight. Greetings and welcome to you, the prosperous and esteemed elite. This day you will be given a rare opportunity to view, and purchase if so inclined, a selection of strange and wondrous items from all across the world. Without further ado, I give you our first, a misshapen fiend captured in the mountainous wilds of Yangsha. They're selling people? Aye, it is none other than the fabled Ratman, an unholy union of man and beast, a demon of legend whose flesh, when consumed, bestows life everlasting. Eternal life can be yours, ladies and gentlemen, so shall we start the bidding at 500,000 koban? 600! 700! 800,000 koban. 800,000 koban. Going once, going twice. Sold to Master Akabono. Let us proceed to the next item for bidding. Kind of fucked up. Kind of, it's very fucked up. He's not really gonna eat him, is he? The statue you are about to see was brought to Kugane from the west. The land of Eruzia, to be precise. But let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, statue does not even begin to describe this extraordinary work of art. It's gonna be Hildy, yep. Of course it is. Of course it is. I give you the Erusian Gentleman, a masterpiece, nay, a triumph of Western sculpture. Marvel at the intricate details, the features so expertly realized that some have likened it to a living, breathing man, frozen in time. Well, would you look at that? That statue's the spitting image of Inspector Hildibrand. Could it have been sculpted by a fan? Was it a trick of the light, or did that statue just twitch? You mean to say You think it might actually be the inspector? Somehow frozen by temporal magics? In that case, I've got just the thing to bring him back to the land of the moving. She pulls out a bomb. Of course she does. Stay your bomb-filled hand, my lady, I beg of you, lest you slaughter these poor people and bring this marketplace to ruin. I suppose you have a point, and it wouldn't be very inspector-like to blow innocents to kingdom come. She's adorable, honestly. How readily she resorts to violence, this woman. I shudder to think what carnage she has left in her wake. Valid. Oh, I knew it! That's no statue, it's the genuine article in the flesh. Probably hit his head when he fell from the sky again. Or maybe he's gone into hibernation again or something. This bizarre sculpture is in truth a man. Is such a thing even possible? Strange. I do not recall it wearing an expression of sheer terror before. It was rather more serene, was it not? How very perceptive of you. Verily, this is no ordinary statue. It is a heretofore unseen hybrid of sculpture and automaton. Marvel at the way its features change, fluidly and effortlessly. But they're not, buddy. Yes, indeed. So shall we start the bidding for this one-of-a-kind statue at 500,000 koban? 600. 7. 800,000 koban, to be paid in full here and now. Once more, Master Akabono will not be denied. Will any challenge his claim to the Erusian gentleman? We've got to do something, Morrighan. If we don't, these people are going to buy the inspector. I bid 900,000 koban. There is nothing in this world I cannot buy. 1,000,000 koban! There's a little bomb there. A little smoke bomb. What is the meaning of this? Someone has made off with the inspector. By the kami! The Erusian gentleman has vanished! You have just been robbed by the Kogane Wolf Burglar. The thrice damned Oni, he struck again! I saw him! The fiend with wolfish features! He took the statue and ran towards the short pier! After him. Do you know what this means? Inspector Hildibrand has been stolen! Kidnapped! We've got to get after that wolf burglar. For all we know, he might want to eat him like that poor Kiggern. And we can't have that. There we are. Oh, you followed me, I presume. Of a mind to pursue the wolf burglar as well. Of course we are. He's got Inspector Hildibrand, and I'll be damned if I'm going to let some two-gill thief eat him. Are you perchance referring to the Erusian gentleman? That hideous statue? I dare say no one in their right mind would try to eat it. But nonsensical fears notwithstanding, I should be honored to work with you to catch the wolf burglar. This man here claims he saw him board a boat with the statue and head towards the ruby price. It was a sight I will not soon forget. Never before have I seen a lupin carrying a twisted mockery of a man on his back. Never again will I expect. Too bold was the fiend this day. In seeking to claim such a conspicuous prize in broad daylight, he has left a trail we can follow. Come, let us make haste to the ruby price. Yep. Surely one of the watchmen here will have seen the wolf and his stolen statue. Alas, I cannot say I've seen such a thing. Since the withdrawal of Garlean forces from Doma and the Ruby Sea, there has been a significant increase in domestic traffic. Accordingly, we have been instructed to wade through smaller vessels leaving our waters absent cause. This Lupin you seek probably received no more than a cursory glance. I see. Thank you for taking the time to explain, and pray forgive me the interruption. We shall continue our search elsewhere. The question is, where else should we search? Who else has reason to keep a close watch on these waters? Oh, how silly of me. The Confederacy has every reason to note the comings and goings of even the smallest vessels in the Ruby Sea. Their very survival rests on the ability to extract payments for safe passage, the so-called Ruby Tithe. Sakazuki is where we must go. Any traveler who does not wish to be raided and relieved of their possessions must journey there first and make the necessary overtures. Searching for a bandit on a boat, you say? As far as I'm concerned, the only bandits are those who refuse to pay the tithe, like that one fellow I spotted not long ago. Why didn't I stop him, you ask? Because he was dead. Aye, standing motionless in his skiff, paying no heed to the waves of the waters. A dead man drifting. It is one thing to threaten a living man, but what could I possibly do to stop a dead one? Nothing. That is what. So I took the only reasonable course of action. I let him be. I'm not one to consort with the dead, but if you are, by all means, follow the man to the Isle of Belko. I will remain here and do my best to forget what I saw. Oh, we're just going right over here. Dead man in a boat bound for the Isle of Belko. That's the stupidest thing I ever... Unless... Aha! Don't you see? He mistook the Erusian gentleman for a corpse. That boat belonged to none other than the Kugane Wolf Burglar. Kor, what luck! A liaison did mention that we could pay the tithe by way of bringing a trespasser to justice. I do believe this qualifies. The hunt is on, to the Isle of Belko, and that thrice-damned wolf. Alright, here's our destination. Is it gonna be one of those, like, look through a eyeglass thing? Or is it gonna just be a cutscene? Hark! Over there! A wolf! Or at least someone that's got big ears and a long fluffy tail! Aha! We've got him now. Oh hey, back there behind the rock was a Nashu stalker. So, it seems the Wolf Burglar was caught by the very people that were trying to catch him. He's wearing the werewolf outfit. Call me forfinned. This is no wolf burglar. This is a man dead who yet moves. A restless spirit bound to this mortal coil by burdens of the soul. I beg your pardon, good sir, but my soul carries no such burdens. Indeed, in death I found rather more liberation than I had in life, more purpose and meaning, and brotherhood. Wait a minute! You're one of the gentle dead men! But what are you doing so far from Eorzea and the others? As I live and breathe, in even further reaches I find myself reunited with Master Zombie Brand's compatriots. I too must confess some curiosity as to how you came to this place, but since you asked first, as unbelievable as it may sound, we heard rumors of an island deep in the Siren Song Sea, said to be home to a host of undead individuals not unlike myself. Ours being a rather lonely existence, we resolved to dispatch an emissary to the isle, myself being the logical choice once again. Ah, truly? Well, that would explain why the myriad skeletons we found were devoid of unlife, as it were. That said, even if they were as disagreeable a lot as you claim, I should thank you to stop killing every last undead you encounter in your travels. Anyway, having failed in my mission, I was at a loss for what to do next. The island was abandoned, and Eorzea was ever so far away. I wonder if that was the Siren Song Sea dungeon. Just then, I felt it, a familiar tingling in my rotting flesh. Aye, there was no denying it. I had felt the pull of our leader, Master Hildibrand. His ether called to me, and I was duty-bound to answer. So I followed the trail and it led me to this place. Core, then it's no coincidence. The inspector and the burglar that stole him must be somewhere on this island. Good sir, do you still feel Inspector Hildibrand calling to you even now? Can you lead us to him? As surely as I can crack open a hapless merchant's head and feast on the goo inside, before you can say go. Follow me. By the way, I've been meaning to ask, what's with the wolfish get-up? It's not the sort of thing a gentle dead man usually wears. Though it's quite fetching, I've got to say. Get it? Fetching? Because it's a wolf. It warms my dead heart to hear you say so. I received it as a gift from a traveling artist, when I explained to him how difficult it was to converse with the common man. He fashioned it for me, believing it would serve to soften my otherwise terrifying features. And so it has. But enough talk. Master Hildibrand needs us. Nothing I have heard makes even the slightest bit of sense to me. But no matter. If this misshapen undead wolfman can lead us to the thief, I shall trust in him wholly. Bum 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 bum. Yes, yes, Master Hildibrand is close. We are nearly upon him. And the Wolf Burglar, at long last we will bring that bastard to justice. Will we, though? Will we? Wolf Burglar, you have nowhere left to run. Surrender! Gah! So they finally caught up to me. Core! He looks exactly like my sketch. Your campaign of thievery comes to an end this day. Aye, this day the Bakufu will have their man. That is to say their Lupin. Stop, damn you! The inspector's still not snapped out of it, which means it's time for a triple serving of Nashu's Delight, Dango style. I didn't realize they were on a stick. I thought she was holding all three of them up, with pressure. God. Bombs! Shut up, you stupid statue. Bugger me. Are those bombs? Idiot, get rid of them. Get rid of them before you kill us both. They're just fireworks. Oh, yep, there's Hildy. There's the Lupin. Help! Morrighan, Nashu, anyone! Forget Hildibrand. Now's our chance to catch the Wolf Burglar. Don't worry about the inspector. He survived the trip back from Dalamud, so this is nothing. Let's get that Wolf Burglar instead. I keep wanting to call him a wharf. God. I told you before, Wolf Burglar. You have nowhere left to run. Fall, on the other hand. Huh. If that's how it's going to be, then fall it is. Never thought I'd come this close to getting caught. Suppose it's my own fault for trying to nick a hefty prize like a statue. But if the statue ain't even a statue, there's no reason for me to stick around, is there? Better luck next time, thief takers. Gah! The nerve of that villain! Oh, we didn't have to drag Hildy out ourselves? I say, Morrighan. I have come to expect such cold, calculating behavior from dear Nashu, but not you. Hooray! Inspector Hildibrand is back. Nothing like a brush with certain death to get you back in the game, am I right, Inspector? What manner of sorcery is this? The Erusian gentleman. This statue stands before me, speaking and gesticulating as if a living, breathing being. I trust I needn't remind you I too am capable of such motions despite neither living nor breathing. But more to the point, Master Zombiebrand is no statue. Quite right, he's an agent of inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire. It's true. Good sir, by your garb I gather you are a samurai. Am I then correct in assuming we are in the Far East? Ho ho! As I wake from gentle slumber and find myself in a foreign land, who should I be greeted by but a Far Eastern fan? There's the twinkle. But ho, what is this? Already my keen investigator's sense has alerted me to the presence of a petitioner in need. I must away, for honor and justice and a hard-boiled egg. Wait for me, Inspector. You know I can't run that fast. Master Zombiebrand looks to be his old self again. Wonderfully wonderful, simply wonderful. It is enough to bring a tear to this gentle dead man's eye. Or it would be if I weren't, you know. But much as I would love to join you in your adventures, I must return to my brothers. I pray you watch over and keep our undead overlords safe. So, in Eorzea, a man may be an inspector extraordinaire as well as a zombie overlord? Truly, yours is a land of many mysteries and strange customs, I dare say. I will never comprehend. While I regret that we were unable to apprehend the Wolf Burglar, I am glad that this chase has seen you reunited with your comrade. Come, let us follow him and see where his keen sense leads. Did I not tell you I had the scent of a case, and here it is. I give you the case of the kidnapped Kigurn. Simply put, this adorable little fellow's dearest friend was abducted by a dastardly fellow in the nearby city of Kugane. We sail on ships as sailors for Ishtal Trading Company, docked at Kugane docks to unload goodly goods, when goodly merchant comes and offers tasty feast to me and friendly friend. By the Kami, did that rat man just speak? Kigurn not rat man, rude man. Why does no one here know Kiggern? Always demon. Demon with lucky flesh. Huh. We go with goodly merchant. All alone. Many turns. Left, right, left. Very confusing. Then bad man grab friendly friend, put gag in mouth and bag on head. I fight back and run. And they run too. And then I jump into water. It would seem that the currents carried him to the shores of this island. But I have yet to ascertain the motive for why anyone would want to kidnap a hapless Kiggern sailor. Because they do not know or care that he is a Kiggern. He passes for a rat man of far eastern folklore, the flesh of which some believe bestows everlasting life. And an Eorzean sailor with most unusual features. An incredible, albeit hideous, statue of Eorzean make that was in truth a man. I dare say we have already met our goodly merchant. We must return to Kugane and confront this criminal at once. He may have abducted others from faraway lands to sell at auction. The fiend! At the very least, we know he sold his Kiggern friendly friend. We've got to save him too. Right you are, my lady. We shall see the wicked punished and the innocent set free. Yes, I was just about to say that. Well said, you! Good job, Hildy. Good job. Speak with the silver-tongued broker. We're going back to not Shirogane. What are you doing? We're going back to Kugane. The silver-tongued broker. I love how Nashu poses too. Kami, strike me down! The Erusian gentleman is alive! Hearken to me, merchant. Your reckoning is at hand. For the crime of kidnapping a Kiggern sailor and selling him into slavery, I hereby place you under arrest. Huh? I should hope I would remember doing something so reprehensible as that. But more importantly, who are you to level such accusations, much less place me under arrest? You are not the Sekasugimi. A common Ronin, are you not? You. Common Ronin come from the countryside looking for work. Work I so generously provided when I hired you to guard my auction. An auction you failed to defend against the thief who stole a priceless piece. I say, what audacity! That selfsame piece stands before you, with the Kiggern who escaped your kidnapping attempt, an incontrovertible proof of your misdeeds. I, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, have defeated you. The least you could do is demonstrate dignity in defeat. The truth is plain. There is no denying it. And yet I do, Inspector, was it? Whatever authority you may possess in Eorzea is not recognized here. Only the Sekasugimi can compel answers and arrest criminals. And with that, I bid you good day. You need not answer to them, but you will answer to me. We've had our eye on you for some time, my friend. But alas, all good things must come to an end. The Wolf Burglar's meddling merely delayed the inevitable. We have all the proof we need. Now do yourself a favor and come quietly. Or don't and do me a favor. Shiger, owing to the efforts of you and yours, we can finally bring this charlatan to justice. For that, you have my deepest thanks. Thank you, sir. That you would favor me with such kind words is a great honor. I can only hope that this goes some way towards... However, that you failed to inform the Sekasugimi of the Wolf Burglar's crime, despite being present and instead pursued the thief on your own, is inexcusable. I cannot in good conscience admit you to the Sekasugimi at this time. Such reckless disregard and thirst for personal glory are traits I will not suffer in our samurai. Hildibrand's ready to fight. Hildibrand was ready to go to bat for Shiger. 1,000 thanks to you for saving friendly friend. Warier and warier we will be next time. No more following goodly merchants into dark alleys. That's probably a good idea. Probably don't follow anybody into a dark alley. In general, you know, good way to try and keep yourself safe and alive. I owe you all an apology. Like the merchant said, I am no more than a common Ronin. My pursuit of the Wolf Burglar has been, from the very beginning, independent of the Sekisugimi or any other authority. I came to Kugane to join the Sekisugimi, but was judged to be unworthy. Unable to find gainful employment as a samurai elsewhere, I struggled to make ends meet. And then, when I was about to renounce my dream and return to my village, I learned of a notorious thief. A thief that targeted only the most wealthy and influential. A thief that I might bring to justice and thereby earn the approval of the Sekisugumi. Say no more, my good samurai. Your earnest nature and passion for the law have won me over. I swear to you here and now, I, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, shall help you scour all creation, from the deepest pit of the seven hells to the very pinnacle of the heavens, for the Kugane Wolf Burglar, and we shall start right this instant. He almost did the Ultima spell, but not quite. I'm still not quite sure what to make of that, man. But I suppose I should be grateful for the help. Alright. Morrighan, was it? I should thank you for joining me in this endeavor. Perhaps more so than the others, their help is of questionable benefit, whereas yours seems rather more reliable. The Wolf Burglar is not to be underestimated. He is a cunning, clever foe, as evidenced by the way he escaped. Sheer passion and determination will not be enough to catch him. Which is to say that while I value the assistance of the inspector and his assistant, I believe cooler heads will prevail in the end, to wit, yours and mine. I too may be prone to fits of passion, but I should like to think it is nothing compared to that of the Arusian gentleman. Ba-bum-bum-bum. Gentleman hero, Hildibrand. Hildibrand will return in The Blade Mislaid. God. At least there's no words for me to try to say this time. See you, Inspector. Oh, hey, there's her drawing. And there's the little creepy guy. Her stalker. Thanks for watching part 1 of the Stormblood Hildibrand quests. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below and let me know what you're thinking of these videos and how you're enjoying them. And that you can catch me on Twitch at twitch.tv/CalebGames here, where I stream Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, starting between 9 and 10 a.m. Pacific time. I love you, YouTube, and I'll see you around.